Astro philosophically, the newest character added in Blockade Battlefront. I did a video yesterday showing off this character. I paid $60 for this character, and I wanted to give you my honest opinion on it, see to tell you if it's worth the buy or worth the grind for. He is a meh character. He's good for what he's meant for. He's good for what he's meant for. But what I mean by that is that like he's good for like Astro mode, and that's about it. I mean, like if you use him in normal mode, I guess you can use him in like the super later waves, but he is not very good at all in the normal like in the beginning waves because his whole thing is like to absorb and repel. And unfortunately, he cannot absorb and repel anything but laser and laser bullet attacks. So he cannot absorb bullets or rockets, which just so happen to be most of the most like 90% of the toilets in the game. So he's basically only really good in Astro mode, which I'm not saying is a bad thing because that's like his whole thing. He is Astro philosophically. So I'm not really complaining about that. I'm just saying like Siren probably should. I'm not saying that he needs to, but it'd probably be a lot of help for this character to be more worth it if he could like, you know, grab more than, just laser attacks. Like if he can grab bullets and rockets and that kind of stuff. And another thing is that he uh he really needs a buff. He has no healing well, he has a healing ability, but it's not really useful like I said cuz the way he heals is from laser attacks and your team. If you don't have a good team, you're going to depend on laser attacks. And in Endless, there's not that many toilets who do laser attacks, meaning you can't heal. So, like, what I was thinking was, like, you can add, like, when you, like, charge up his sword or something, he enters, like, a certain ability where his cooldowns are a little bit less and he heals off of, kills, kind of like ETV, because this is supposed to be like the new ETV, because, Siren said he was going to be better than ETV. But where he stands, he isn't. He's not, well, he's better than ETV in Astro mode, but that's about it. And another thing that I mentioned, like I said, lower his cooldowns. He has two moves where you use like it's like melee based, so like if you're in the air you like swing a sword or something. Those cooldowns are way too high. They need to be turned down a little bit. And one of his moves, you have to be like on the ground to use it, so please change that. That'd probably help him a lot. Make it so he can use it more in the air, and that's like his slam move. But, you know, overall, he has great damage, absolutely phenomenal damage, actually. It's like unbelievably good damage. It's just, and he's like like the fastest character in the game besides the glitch plunger in like flying wise, but once you're on the ground, he's like the slowest character in the game. And another thing I would do is like when he's on the ground, reduce his like dash cooldown too on the ground. Like cuz he's really slow, so cuz like when you run out of your fly ability in Astro mode and you're just there going super slow, even if you teleport, it's not going to help. You're going to get obliterated. And examples of this are up on my channel on the live streams. And another thing I would do is add so he can dash in the air. That'd be another great thing too. Is So, because when you're in the air, you cannot dash. Make it like kind of like glitch plunger almost, where you can dash in the air, and if you like run into somebody, you know, it'll do damage. So that would be good. And also, when you activate like his sword ability, like I said earlier, I don't know, I need to mention this. Make like his sword ability where you like light it up. Make it like, not just have extra damage, like have it like do what ETV does. Make it like reduce cooldowns for the time that it's active, because his cooldowns are insane and unusable almost. Same thing with basically all of his moves, except for a few, but almost all of his moves are, the cooldowns are way too high. They're way too high. And you guys might be thinking if they do all this, it'll be broken and stuff, but you guys got to hear me out. I paid $60 for this character. You can get a whole new game for 60 bucks, and I paid it for one character. This character is supposed to be broken. It's supposed to be the new ETV. It's supposed to be broken and unfair. And also, the Astro mode is super difficult. Even with ETV and Astral Poly on your team, you are not making it past the second wave without a special Titan. And even with a special Titan, it is ruthless. Those bosses in Astro mode are almost impossible to beat. And, I just want to come out here and rant about this character. I personally think he is a, mid tier character, unless in Astro mode. If you're in Astro mode, he is the best character you can probably play as. But if you're just playing normal endless, he's okay. And one more thing, let me think, because I'm recording this with no script this time. So another thing, if you guys know how to get that camera guy, the new cameraman, I have no idea how to get him. So tips would be appreciated. And yeah, I mean, Astro philosophically, yeah, he is Also, wait a minute. Yeah, I want to talk about this. There were like two things that were leaked but are not in his move set. Basically, he had once upon a time. Let me see. Like, hold on. Let me go in the Discord. Hold on. Let me go to sneak peeks. I think it was in, because I swear he had. Yeah, he did. He was holding two swords, and one now that he's out, you can't do both swords. So like, what is up with that? And I'm pretty sure, I don't know if it was leaked or not, or it should just be added, but you know how in that one leak with upgraded Titan TV, man, he uh he had the Astro arm and he was shooting a laser from it. You should probably do the same thing with Astro philosophically, but from his Astro arms, so he can like shoot lasers from it and not just repel balls from it. That'd be a great, addition too. But overall, if Siren ever sees this or anything, please buff philosophically so he's worth the $60. And also, just, nerf Astro mode a little bit more. That would be a very, very good help too. And yeah, that's about it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this little rant. This is going to be my first video with my actual voice in it. If you weren't in the stream last night, late at night, then, you missed out. But yeah, uh, see you in the next video, man.